Well, it's about time. Compensation drama is back, and it's not even drama. It was drama on Twitter, but like we know the answer to the question. We are not beating the dumbest community in gaming allegations for a couple reasons today that we'll talk about. Team 2 looks insane, though. We got the full stats for that. We've also got Schweinsteiger, which you can see right here. And the reason I'm starting here and not on console today is because my app just keeps blue screening. Like literally, I load the game up, it takes 2 minutes, and it just immediately blue screens my PC. So I got to figure out what the hell is happening there. But if that's happened with anybody, please let me know any type of solution at all that you may have for that. But yeah, a lot of information to siphon through today, so let's dig in. Thank you for being here, of course. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. There will be a link in the description. They are the cheapest and safest option. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. Honestly, we're missing nothing on the game anyway. I mean, the content for this week was pretty damn bad. It was pretty bad. I'm actually pretty surprised with how they handled it, honestly, but that's a different story. But okay, first up, why not Bastian Schweinsteiger? Anders did pick him to be the SBC, it looks like, and stats or predictions only on him. But last year, Drogba won it, and that card was pretty insane. So my guess would be Schweinsteiger will actually be very good as well. But this, I believe, is the only SBC leak that we've got right now, which just warning you for that. I don't know why. Usually that's just not the case. For a new promo Friday, there's no SBC leaks. And if it wasn't for this one, we wouldn't have any. So we'll go and talk about what that exactly means in a second here. But okay, on to the compensation talk now. And you know what Twitter looks like. Huge free pack coming. Rivals Rewards said Team of the Years were available. Remember we talked about how in the Elite Season Review pack, it said there were Team of the Years available to be packed in them. Well, turns out Team of the Year base cards were apparently not in them. Team of the Year icons were, and Team of the Year honorable mentions were, but not the regular Team of the Year cards themselves. Compensation packs will contain Team of the Year's fire emojis. Well, not really, but let's talk about it. So this was how we knew this was coming. So EA actually changed the pack code to get rid of Team of the Year. Instead of just saying Team of the Year there, it now says Team of the Year honorable mentions or Team of the Year icons. And then down here is the full like description where it's not cut off. Yeah, Team of the Year honorable mentions or Team of the Year icon players. So that was the intention, but in the pack itself that came out, like the season review pack during Rivals Rewards today, it was just Team of the Year players, it said. So for compensation, like what do they do with that? Because there were technically Team of the Year type cards in there, but it wasn't the base Team of the Year version that were actually in the pack itself. So I don't know if because there were like Team of the Year versions in that, then that like qualifies as not needing to give compensation, because technically there were Team of the Years in there. But if I guess they decide that, yeah, there was no Team of the Year items in there, literally Team of the Year items, and they need to give compensation for it, then what would that pack even look like? What are they going to do then? And what they're probably going to do is just give you the exact pack that you just got, except put Team of the Years inside them. And you aren't going to pack them. So like the tweet was getting crazy engagement today. All the compensation tweets were, because of course that's how this works. But and you get another nice pack in there, like that's cool for fodder and stuff. But Team of the Year compensation wise, like don't think you're getting any blues out of this. It's always nice to get a free pack in there, but it's not anything too really crazy, even though people were kind of acting like it was. And then before we even get into the Future Stars stuff right now, there was also this going on today, and that was that the update went live, that the draw quit equals game win update just went live when I was making yesterday's video. And people today were just somehow finding out that if you dashboard, it doesn't count. I guess we just don't read, because I mean, it was literally all over Twitter today. Mad HD Gamer, do they not know how to fully fix it? You know, why wouldn't they do this? They explained in the article why they weren't going to do that, why they weren't going to give free wins for dashboarding. Should it be that way? No, for sure it shouldn't be. In fact, it's ridiculous that it's not that way. But I mean, we just do we not read like that? These tweets were getting so much engagement. 1.6 million views on this tweet here. And then we got this other one. Draw quit equals win update doesn't work. Everyone just closing the game and you don't get the win. The replies were all like, oh, it's broken. Like what am I going insane? When FIFA players lowest IQ realize they have to read more than just the headline. Like how are you a prominent creator? You probably like Sheriff probably literally this is his job, is probably Twitter, because he gets so much engagement on his shit. How would you not know that? How do you not click on the EA article and read it? Like that's just shocking to me. And this is why the lowest IQ allegations, we're never beating them. And then also literally in yesterday's video I was like, the Bundesliga player of the month, the Serie A player of the month, they're not gonna have 2 playstyle pluses until like probably another month from now, something like that, till EA finally change it. They're always late on shit. And then literally, I know bullshit, probably 5 hours later, Zambo and Gisa comes out and he has 2 playstyle pluses. So that did not age well, but I'm happy to see they have 2 playstyle pluses, and that does mean that new Bundesliga player of the month is gonna have 2. And Justin Kluivert, we know already has 2, because we have his card leaked for this video actually that we'll look at right now. Why not? And that's right here. And honestly, it looks pretty great. 95 pace mixed with with Power Shot Plus and Ping Pass they gave him, which is always nice. Ping Pass is just always a good bonus on a card. 88 shot, 92 dribbling. Really, it's a pretty damn good card, actually. And I hope that all Player of the Months continue this sort of cycle where it's like, damn, they're at least this or around this fit into the meta or power curve. That'd be nice to see. And this is a good card. So this is, I gotta say, nice job from EA there. But okay, let's get on to Team 2 leaks now. And obviously, Diallo has been leaked already, but we now have his official card here. And I mean, the cards look insane for this promo, by the way. Incisive Plus and Power Shot Plus. It's a pretty unique combo, actually. 96 pace. I mean, just, it really is a pretty crazy card there. Next up, Eto, 95 pace, 94 shot, Quick Step Plus. I mean, yeah, that's an insane one, too. Just showing you all the ones we've seen already. Rio Ferdinand, they did give him actually the exact prediction playstyle plus we saw yesterday. Aerial and Anticipate. I mean, that's also, you're not going to afford him, probably. We keep moving on. Pau Kubarsi here as well with Anticipate and Long Ball, which is nice to see for him. That's pretty realistic, too. And then we slowly got fed some more new players as well. Now it's Frank Lampard. Lampard makes it in, and this card's actually pretty damn good, too. So that, I'm happy to see them. Whenever they make Frank Lampard a crazy card, or any of these lower end icons be pretty crazy, I always like that. And we do have one that you never see get a promo card that's very good that got one, and let's look at him right now, and that's Alan Shearer, and they actually made him pretty damn good. Now 85 dribbling, that's not the best, but he does have aerial and finesse shot, which is pretty awesome, and high pace, probably 5-star weak foot too. They at least made him pretty damn good, so I'm happy to see that. More of this, like I think people would love to see, honestly. So Shearer is getting a pretty damn good card. Lampard looks really good, and the other icon leaked is Nesta. Now Nesta's Intercept Plus, but then the Slide Tackle Plus, which isn't great, but he's also thrown in there as well. Then we got Bradley Barcola, so he's not going to be an SBC. He's going to be in Team 2 apparently. Well, I guess we'll talk about SBCs in a sec here. We got his stats and playstyle pluses, finesse and rapid with crazy high dribbling. Like, this card's going to be crazy good too. It's hard to say what the new meta even is right now. Like, is it smaller players again, like the really small agile players, or is it the taller players that we kind of have seen, like the 5'10", 5'11" attacker Mbappe height range? I feel like it's kind of been the meta the last year and a half, 2 years. I'm not even sure what it is post-patch right now. People have said Thierry Henry is like the god, so maybe it's about the same that we've been seeing. But I was seeing a pro player rave about Bomati, saying like she's the best player in the game now post-patch, which I'm not sure. But that Caicedo coming, and this card looks crazy too. We just got a card for her, and now we're getting a finesse plus and technical plus card with insane stats. So that's a pretty awesome card there for her with Real Madrid links. And the last individual player leaked was Joao Neves before we got the full team, and this card, Press Proven and Intercept, is pretty good too. The stats are great, but I actually low-key think Press Proven is not the most amazing for like a center mid. I feel like maybe I could be wrong with that, but I feel like where Press Proven is at its best, like for a striker, like a hold-up player. But it does help with left stick, I think. I don't know if that's a myth or not, so maybe that just helps in general. And here's the full team here. We do have actually some stats, I think, on like Kusanov. I think his stats are out, so we'll go and look at those in a sec here, but let's zoom in. You can tell these stats aren't the same as the ones we've been seeing, but Fowler's in the promo. I think she's one of the more like hyped up women's players in women's world football, I think. Kouassi's in there. Pavlovic, of course, we saw. Kirkej makes it in. Kusanov does make it. Murillo, Cresswell, Bakayoko, Andre Santos makes it in. But then we do have the stats, I think, of Kusanov here, and let's go take a look at them. Yeah, right here. Intercept plus, so the new Man City player there. Now, if you remember from yesterday's video, we did actually miss a player, and Matisse Tell is nowhere to be seen. And right now, we have no SBC leaks at all for any of these players in Future Stars. So could that mean a Tell SBC? We have his card leaked too, and it's right here, right? Official playstyle pluses, official pace, shooting, and dribbling, which you do wonder how a leaker would get the pace, shooting, and dribbling and not the rest of the stats. You do wonder about that. But if it is this with 95 pace, 93 shot, 90 dribbling with first touch and finesse, I mean, if that was an SBC, that would be pretty insane. Now, of course, we just got a Harry Kane card with like that exact playstyle plus combo, but obviously the pace is way higher on this card, and they would play a bit different. But yeah, he's not in the team, so I don't know if that means he's a mini release card or what that means. There's literally no SBC leaks. And then two last icons, Luis Figo makes it in. Stats just predictions here for both these cards. Figo makes it, and then also we had, yeah, Petr Cech right here. It's kind of the icon keeper in the team. So that's all the players, though. I think we run through them all. And then in footballing news today, most people saw already, but Marcelo did retire today, and I think we all know damn well EA are going to really try to get this card for FC26 as an icon, just like they did with Gareth Bale. He retired, and then he was immediately in FIFA, and, you know, good rage bait from Fut Eusebio. More of a hero than an icon, he says. Yeah, W bait, not falling for that shit, but just thought I'd bring it up that we now have a chance that Marcelo could potentially be in next year's game, because because we haven't had Marcelo, I think, in FIFA in 3 years, something like that. It's been a long time since Marcelo was in there. We also did get some new cards today. Kyle Walker has his AC Milan card, which you know what that means. Kyle Walker and Teo Hernandez now play for the same club. So the fullbacks of death now are perfectly linking to each other, which you know he's getting an Evo soon. Like, you know that's going to happen, and he's going to be insane linking with Teo. But there were also a bunch of new cards added. If you go to FUTGG and we go down here and look, we got Hilaire, Kolomuani's transferred card there, Billing to Napoli. You've got Anthony to Batiste, of course. There were a lot of these. So if you want to go through FUTGG and look at all the silvers, you can go ahead. But there were like, yeah, 100 different cards added today or something like that. And that's not all, obviously, because like Kvaratskhelia does not have his PSG card yet. Same with Okafor's transferred card too. So, and also to confirm this, Neymar did not go out of packs with that new squad update where people were saying that like they're going to be out of packs now. I think Sheriff tweeted out. Yeah, Sheriff didn't say he was going out of packs, but people thought well, he might actually be going out of packs today. He didn't. So he's still in. Don't know when he'll be removed, but it's a matter of time. Just probably go out and stock one if you want to keep a Neymar in your club. And in that squad update, there were actually some players returning in FC25. Let's go zoom in on that picture. Keylor Navas makes it back. Ander Herrera is in. Let's see who else is in there. Francis Coquelin's in there. Delort, remember Delort? He's in there. Barty, Enzo Perez. Just some random players in there, looks like, that are back in the game. But okay, keep an eye on SBCs because I do genuinely believe we're going to have a big SBC leak. We just don't have one right this second. If I had to guess, Tell could be that, or it could be somebody we haven't heard of yet. But I would be stunned if Future Stars Team 2 comes out even today without a big SBC of some kind. So obviously, there are always going to be movements with the market with that. But also, we're going to get the final upgrade on Future Stars Evos, which means some players are going to now be like usable in people's teams, which could mean some selling as well. Today, there could be some selling more than most days, I feel like, but I do think over the weekend, it should be pretty stable. What's going to come out that's going to tank it? Not really much of anything right now. Content's been pretty damn dry. I don't know what the plan for Evos is right now after the Future Stars Evo is done. I don't know if they're finally going to like put their foot to the gas and actually release a bunch, or if they're just going to sit back and do nothing for this whole next Future Stars week, because usually week 1s are better than week 2s for content, but this, I mean, how it can't get worse than week 1. So if it's worse than week 1, we're in major trouble anyway, but I don't know what they're going to do with it. There's not really much to say, I guess, other than just keep an eye out for leaks and SBCs right now over the next 6 hours or so when you're seeing this video, because it's pretty suspicious that there are none and no Evo leaks either. So you should see it do okay. And reading your comments now, I didn't talk about this glitch that's going around where like, yeah, if you can't set a player price, sometimes it's set at 99, like a base value, and it just, you can't list it on the market. It's like a glitch. You have to actually back out of the whole game, close the whole application, and then go back in. That is a glitch happening to people out there. I saw it on Twitter a bunch, but yeah, that is a thing since the patch. And Martin saying like 0.03%, was that also honorable mentions too? I don't think that was. I believe that was actual regular team of the year cards. And then down here, you know, I think EA at least should give us the pack odds just as they do in the store. The thing is, they're not going to do that if they don't have to, right? When buying lottery tickets in Sweden, they have odds on the backside. People who run anything related to gambling, they do not want the odds to be visible. Like, they would rather that not be the case, because you know as a human, okay, it's unlikely, but how unlikely actually is it? Sometimes the odds really put it into perspective and can drive a person away. It's very rare that the odds will make you want to buy something rather than not make you want to buy something, if that makes sense. There's a reason odds weren't in there at first. There's a reason odds still aren't in any packs outside of the store. There's a reason odds aren't in very much detailed. It's less than 1%. There's a reason they don't show you it's 0.000001% because you'd be less inclined to buy the points. So you will not see any more odds anywhere until EA absolutely have to. It's going to be an ultimatum of like, hey, this is illegal, or you put the odds on there. Then they'll do it. If you want to know the company you're dealing with, this is the company you're dealing with, guys. And pretty much all the most upvoted comments from yesterday were like, the gameplay just feels terrible. Like, it feels awful. I don't feel like playing right now because of all this shit. And whatever you might think, like whether EA patched the game again or not, or if it's just like, this is the patch, we just needed a while to figure it all out and it's not that good still. We can all agree, I think next update, let's see some gameplay changes. Let's not keep it the exact same, because I genuinely do think right now the biggest problem is the tackles and the interceptions. I think mainly the interceptions with the bounce backs right now. I think if you fix that, you fix a lot of the issues right now. Of course, I mean, the biggest problem, inconsistent gameplay, just we don't talk about because it's boring to talk about, but that also will always exist. Until that's gone, then we're gonna have probably pretty bad gameplay, but it'll be better for sure with bounce backs being helped. That'll for sure be a big difference, I think. So hopefully that's in the next update. They said they were working on it. EA did say they were working on interception backs, so we're just waiting to see on that. But hey, thank you all for being here so much. Appreciate every single one of you. Love you guys, everyone. Peace.